Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street. We're James and with Games. Happy Sunday, folks. Cedric in the house. Welcome. Oh, it's good to be back. It has been an unplanned, unanticipated... Hold on. Move some things around. Raise the table. It's been a few weeks since I've used the setup that I use for Quest for Glory 5. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it was an unplanned 3-week hiatus as a result of, well, different things occurring, which I had not anticipated. Thought we'd be back last weekend. We weren't, but we are back today. And I'm glad because we were just getting some really exciting stuff. We were so close when I got knocked off track here. No, that is I'll take that as a plus. People who are into the story, not missing any of it. We got to look for compensation where we can get it. So yeah, here we are. And let's not waste any time. I'm going to fire up the game. Excellent. Back in business. Turn down. There we go. My own levels like that. I think the levels for the folks at home look okay, but let me know. Keep in mind, of course, also that that part is more bombastic than most of the music in the game. Okay. When last we left our hero... Right. The drone... Okay. What is the least annoying... It's the fruit. Least annoying item to leave the thing on. Okay. Amphora with water is actually an amphora filled with filth water. The water of a corpse. The hero is on to, I believe, the 5th Rite of Rulership? Wait. Yes? 4th or 5th. And this Rite of Rulership requires him, challenges us all to literally go to Hades and retrieve water from the river Styx. Serious task. So, I've fortunately not forgotten. We found the recipe for getting to Hades, and that's that you need water mixed with blood, and then you need to pour or sprinkle or disperse that water mixed with blood at the point where all the rivers meet. I've got the corpse water, so that part's coming together. Which one of them sells amphora? You know what? It won't take that long to talk to the two merchants. I'm going to stock up on a few amphora. Turn it to be one of the most important consumable items in this game. No. Of course, she sells jewelry and stuff. I was just fooled by the appearance of her table, which is covered with various amphora. Jugs and such. But of course, that's what Wolfie has here too.
Namaste.
Namaste, Wolfie.
Having a pleasant day.
Yeah, and not just every king, but every failed contestant that made it this far, they all just make the journey to the underworld. And the scoring part, of course, of the of the rites of rulership. Oops, no, not a counteroffer. Just a quantity. Let me take a few of these, Wolfie.
Thank you, thank you.
You're very welcome. You have a good day, Wolfie. So. Yeah, I've not played Akalabeth, but I know that the plot is basically to do a bunch of tasks to become a knight, and that all of the tasks amount to go into the dungeon and kill this thing. Suggesting that, yeah. You've got to be able to slay all of the greatest monsters in the land before you're even qualified to join the military force. What time is it in the game? It is early in the day, on the 20th day that the hero has been in Silmaria. And, yeah, I've got the corpse water. I just need to find the spot. You know what? One thing that just occurred to me. It could not hurt to just look at my save game since I did not use the this is the active save. And just, oh yeah, okay. Just check the timestamps. Jeez, it's been damn near a month since we last played. It's all still fresh in my mind because this is a vivid game. Okay, so that is the most recent save. Good, good. And I've got a theory. Oh no, I didn't go through the thing. David, welcome. Definitely a D&D campaign feel. Jeez, we just, my D&D campaign, my D&D group just booked a session. We haven't played this year. And out of nowhere. Hey, got it by voices. Well, I'm on the quest for glory, and I'm hanging by a moment of truth. But I don't know. I have an idea here. So, I have to go to the place where all rivers lead. Hey, Abra. Hi. Well, it's not time yet, sweetheart. She's right that it's almost time. 11 a.m. here, Atlantic Daylight Time. So, where do all rivers lead? In actuality, the ocean. Or where all rivers meet. At any rate, I'm assuming that it's somehow or other the mountain. Ah. That's pretty good fighting tactics, buddy. It's not gonna save you. Ah, shot in the back by someone. Oh! You can't loot, you can't get the drachma without also just loading yourself down with shields. Can I loot that particular guy? Is he unclickable? No, he's clickable. I got some arrows. I've never found a bow. Okay. Into the inventory to discard the junk I just picked up. Ah, you're not even allowed to drop the sword when you're in a place where you could never get it back. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't actually make sense, but my gut tells me that the gigantic mountain volcano, the volcano, is somehow the place where all rivers lead or join. In practice, you know, we could have all the rivers lead to the ocean, but I don't think that's the answer. And the clue, because it has been a month, might have been something like something more to the form of where all the rivers find their source, or something about the rivers. I don't know. This is where I found the few puzzles in this game get a little more moon logic, adventure gamey than earlier games in the series. Although the specific reason for that is not that it's like, you know, you have to use the bubble gum on the log in order to, when the log rolls down the hill, it will stick to the ring that is just lost in the grass on the hill, and then at the bottom you can get the ring. It's not that kind of moon logic. It's the moon logic of you need rope. That's it. The Bull of Minos. Yeah, so you need rope, like a common item to solve a puzzle, and it can only be acquired in one place. And similarly, you need corpse water to open the route to Hades. And the corpse water, or no, you need blood water. But you cannot get the blood water by like pricking your own thumb into an amphora of water. You need to find this murdered dude whose corpse has been left partially in the river, and then collect water downriver of him. So, okay, I came in here because what I figure is I'm gonna want to make the circle around the mountain, going into all the areas and looking for a place to pour water. I don't think. Oh, should have stopped by No Man's. Fortunately, I've got all this food. It's delicious. I'm no longer hungry. Yeah. It seems unlikely that the entry to Hades is like right here where the water goes under the mountain. But this is what we're going to look for. Areas like this, or any place where it just... Is there just a hole in the ground that a river just goes into? But I might as well try this, right? While I'm here. But what I'll do is I'll just go around all of them. We'll find it. Unless my theory is wrong. You drink the water. That wasn't what I was going for. Gross. Gross. Well. Okay. Just drank a little corpse water. You fill your amphora with the fouled water, reminding yourself not to accidentally drink it. They must have realized that their interface, where the select an item button, like I press 3 to select the item, but that uses it instantly on myself. They must have realized that interface was setting people up to drink the corpse water. So they didn't make the corpse water poisonous. Or anything. Although that does remind me, I should save, so I don't go through all my amphora. Just filling and refilling this corpse water. I don't know. You water it. It seems an odd thing to do, and you're not really sure why you're doing it, but you obviously have nothing better to do. Okay. Alright, gee. Fine. I mean, I'm glad, but it's kind of silly that it's down the river from where you get the water. I took that water out of the flow and then poured it back in. You know in your soul that you have opened a gateway into extreme danger. Alright, can we pick up this bone over here? Let's get to work. Nope. Can we pick up this? Probably not. Ugh, nasty. Don't touch. Yes. Thank goodness for my paladin danger sense, telling me that it's dangerous to be a living person in the literal underworld of Hades. Okay. Well, we have a save down. Let's march directly in. Oh, Cerberus. Hey, buddy.
Welcome to Hades.
I am Cerberus,
Guardian of the gates.
I make certain no dead shall leave Hades.
I make certain no living enter Hades.
So, hello, Cerberus.
You are not
Good
welcome here.
Good boy. Hey, hold on. Are you a good boy?
I have been since the dawn of time.
Oh, I bet you
I
have
will
been.
be until the dusk of eternity.
Yeah, you will
I
be.
am immortal.
Very cool, Cerberus. So your boss, your guy, your fella, Hades.
Hades is the abode of
Oh,
the
the place. Sorry.
Their souls rest in the peace of oblivion.
Once they pass the river Styx.
If they do not cross the waters of binding,
Their souls roam restlessly the halls of Hades.
Seeking the endless sleep they crave and cannot attain.
Right. Yeah. Dead people.
the souls of the good are gathered within to enjoy the peace they deserve.
The souls of evil are punished or doomed to eternal wandering.
What about the souls
Even
in the neutral?
best souls are not at rest. Some seek to live again.
Oh, maybe Hades is where we'll get Erana content. Maybe we'll actually meet. So, when a living person comes to Hades, any tips?
No one alive shall enter here.
They
Unless...
disturb the dead.
Or they disturb me.
Go away!
Well, hold on though. Hold on. You haven't heard my story. Have you ever heard tell of the hero of the north? The Prince of Shapir?
Oh, sure.
The paladin
I've heard that before.
of greatest
All
honor?
I want is a little Styx water.
Yep,
I won't bother anything else.
exactly.
Then they try to bring someone back to life.
Nope.
You
No, I
don't
promise.
fool.
Even if I meet
You
Erana
won't
in
get
there,
past me.
and some of the
Unless you first die.
I have some dreams
Or
about this
come
Erana
up
that
with a
suggest to me
suitable bribe.
there's something in it for me.
Bribe.
Oh,
Bribe.
okay. Hold on. Hold on. A bribe, you say?
Go and do not attempt to enter here until you are dead.
Or have found the suitable bribe, right? If only I could pick up this bone. Yeah, bro. You get 10 minutes here. Wait 10 minutes. Okay. Well. Oh, hey. Our dead friend is here in the underworld as well. Though the blood on the pillar shards is not yet faded. Okay, this is actually the same. Can I bury him? No, it's so decayed. Oh, right. I should have realized this line. The stream is flowing the remains into the pit of the earth. Why did I ever even leave this screen when I first found it? Okay, probably. Settle down, Cerberus. Okay, wait. Is the Land of the Dead the entire map of the game? Oh no, I'm fist fighting my mistake. Stab faster, hero. Hold on. Pop some of those stamina pills. So that you can cast your paladin heal. Whew, exercised. Have a few more of my caffeine pills. Put my sword away. Okay. Yeah. So this is not your King's Quest 6 like 5 screens is the underworld. This appears to be okay. Run, hero. We'll just flee the shades. It's not like we're trying to grind up XP. It's not like I'm playing a saga game or something. Gotta keep doing fights if we're gonna glimmer those new techniques. I have been playing a saga game in my spare time. Haven't slept in a while. Undead everywhere. It's a bad scene. Probably the most underworld action will be back in good old Silmaria. But I wanted to see if there's a bone Pegasus. No. Looks like it's just the Pegasus. In fact, wait a minute. Am I misinterpreting what's going on here? Gotta save after this dialogue this time, but...
Welcome to Hades.
I am Cerberus.
Guardian of the gates.
I make certain no dead shall leave Hades.
I make certain no living enter Hades.
Those are both important jobs.
You are not. I have Hades, the soul. No one alive shall enter. Oh, sure. I've heard that before.
All I want is a little Styx water. I won't bother anything else.
Then they try to bring someone back to
Listening
life.
to this one again, just in case I missed a detail that might
You
suggest
won't
the bribe.
get past me.
Unless you first die.
Or come up with a suitable bribe.
Bribe?
Bribe.
Go, and do not attempt to enter here until you are dead.
Okay, do I possess anything that seems like it would make a suitable bribe for Cerberus? Because I'm gathering now that it is not the case. The whole world, we flipped into the dark world, the underworld. But in fact, just this one area has been transformed because the gate is open. And also, the gate being open is letting the... It's a good set of voices. For sure. Yeah, I don't know.
No one alive shall enter.
Yeah, I know
here.
that. Okay. And no extra dialogue to have with them. So, okay. So all the actual underworld may in fact be just like King's Quest 6. Just beyond there. But perhaps back in Silmaria, I'll be able to learn more about what a suitable bribe might be. Oh, I've also got to remember that I do not need to walk around getting attacked by monsters and stuff. I have a hot air balloon. I have a flying machine. It's just been a month since I played. How is... I mean, whatever. We shouldn't question it too much. Can't see why. I doubt that no man... No. Ah, jeez. Cedric, you're right. There's so many options that aren't walk across the entire size of a fairly large island with a volcano on it. All right. Sleep until morning. You dream that you're standing near the gates of Hades. From the dark depths of Hades, you hear the voice of Erana calling your name. You feel a sense of loneliness and great loss. Then you waken from this sad dream. Ah, this is, better than the terrors. Not as good as the good parts of the Erana dreams. It's a balance. Yeah. Yeah, they have a solid soundtrack in this game. Okay. It is time for the cats to be given their treats. Do you want treats, Abra? Yeah, you want treats? She's kind of bewildered. Yeah? Okay, well, I'm going to go give these cats their treats. I'll be right back, and we're going to find our way into Hades. Hang tight, gang.
We're having goulash. You don't want to know. You really don't want to know.
And we're back. Okay. Feeling very vital since opening the gates to Hades. Okay. So yeah, there are definitely figures within Silmaria who may be able to share some knowledge about Cerberus with me, so I might as well talk to them. Yeah.
Namaste. And may you be having a
More
pleasant
protein than
day.
your normal water. I kind of don't imagine that Wolfie. No. Alright.
Be very careful. I would not like to
Oh,
read
don't worry,
any
Wolfie.
bad news about you on the notice board. Good day.
Don't worry, Wolfie. I won't do anything more dangerous than walking into the literal underworld and collecting Styx water in an amphora while trying not to get any of it on me. Besides that, we're playing it safe. Ah, yes. Closed due to illness. So it might be... I mean, maybe Julinar knows something? That! I double-clicked on the boulder by accident and said, you may be a bold adventurer,
You know
but the
that
rock is
chocolate you
bolder.
brought us? It was really wigged out stuff.
I don't even remember bringing you chocolate, man. But it's been a month.
Hi again.
Hey.
You know what kind of a guy would ruin tasty chocolates by drugging them? Probably the kind of person who outlaws flowers because they make people smile, or thinks no one should eat candy because it's bad for the teeth.
Yeah. Definitely. Or bans dancing.
I took a
because
good look
it's
at the box of
salacious.
stuff you brought us. I am seriously bummed that anyone would ruin chocolate. That's really evil.
Okay, now I remember. I have a secret admirer. But they don't actually admire me. They want to kill me. And they left chocolates in my room. And I was too smart to eat them. So, yeah. How's business?
We've got a lot of drugs here.
Yeah.
Medicine drugs, not the cosmic enlightenment kind. They're bad for the body and put you out of harmony with your soul. But we don't have any drugs like the chocolate one.
Wait a minute. Is this guy saying that the cosmic... Salim is claiming that the cosmic enlightenment kind of drugs are bad for the body and put you out of harmony with the soul? Or is he saying that about medicine drugs? That doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. Okay. Have you learned anything about the chocolate drugs?
That drug was really wild. It was sort of like a bunch of super itty-bitty bugs and nasty, non-organically grown chemicals that combined for a totally bad one-way trip.
Well,
If you find anything else as interesting as this drug, let us know.
sure thing, man. Boy, I hope Julinar has some more concrete observations. Julinar!
It is like
How are
sunshine
you?
to see you.
Oh, Julinar. It's like a beautiful tree to see you. How are you
I am
today?
very puzzled at this drug. It is almost more a disease than a poison.
Okay. Have you solved the puzzle? Is that the answer to the puzzle? What? Oh, nice. Did he? What were his? Did he have fond memories of the role? Or was it the kind of was it the kind of thing like in that old AV Club interview series random roles where sometimes they would ask what a role and the person would just be like, "Oh yeah, I guess I must have been in that if it's on my IMDb. I don't know." Yeah, so those chocolates.
This is not a poison and will not directly kill the one who takes it. However, the victim needs to be fed and given water, or he will starve in his restless sleep.
Yes. Yep.
May you walk with harmony.
That's true of any kind of coma. Doesn't have anything to do with the particular drugs that cause the coma. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. There's no way that... I can't remember his name. Woo! Performing theater with Kurt Russell. See if the old FA has any insights here. He does not. Okay. So... Or...
They are really making you work for this rulership, right? You'd think they didn't want you to come back from Hades. Hades? That's one place I've never wanted to visit. My buddy Orpheus went looking for his wife there once. He was never quite the same afterwards. On the way to Hades, he met Cerberus, the three-headed dog of the underworld. Orpheus charmed him with a song, but then Orpheus charmed everyone.
A song.
Orpheus almost drank from the river Lethe, which makes you forget all worries and rest peacefully. But Orpheus was goal-oriented and wanted his wife back from the underworld. Didn't get her out, though. According to legends, all streams and rivers that run into the earth flow all the way down to Hades. To open a path to Hades, pour blood mixed with water into the hole. Then you gotta chant something or other, but I never learned the words. Never really intend to go there, you see.
There is no chanting. Which is good, because I had forgotten about that part. I would have just despaired when it didn't immediately work. Okay. I don't have a musical instrument, I do not believe. No. But I should go talk to the kata. See if the hero's knowledge will cause the context clicking to involve asking her. No, Sala is just into the music. Bum ba dum. Can I ask her
friend
father?
Of my people.
Hey,
It is
Mac.
always a pleasure to see you.
Feels like it's been a while. No.
May your day be filled with pleasures and surprises, O Prince.
All right. And he's just selling food. His wife's not selling like a
Welcome,
music
friend,
box
to
or
our
anything.
Katas. May that
Musical
pin be ever
locket.
the sign of friendship between us.
Good luck charm, jewelry, bead necklace, Hera's ring. No. Okay. Could there be any... There's probably nothing to gain from going and talking to the scientists. In fact, I feel that strongly enough that I guess I'm going to save and take my flying machine to the Oracle area. See if... Can we get follow-up oracles? Can you clarify my destiny a little bit further? Okay, Orpheus charmed them with a song. Oh, I shouldn't have given away the chocolate. That would get us past Cerberus. Just make sure all three heads get enough of it. In case there are three stomachs. This got kind of bleak pretty quickly. This riff about poisoning a dog with chocolate isn't quite hitting the mark I was intending it to. All right, oracles are on a whole different island, and also we've never really got anything going on with this forest here. Who knows? Okay, a single click to get off the balloon. Noted. This feels like a long shot, but who knows?
Welcome, Paladin, honor bright and noble. I am the Sibyl, who sees what is to come. Hear now the future that fate brings you. Your way is darkened with blood and death. The first death you soon face is death itself. Embrace it or not, death shall drag you to its depths. Go willingly, and you will gain. The next death you face is one whose fate crosses yours. That which he cannot own, he would destroy. He will seek victory, even in his defeat. 7 deaths, and the dragon grows restless in dreamless sleep. 4 posts that pinned it to darkness have been broken in blood. 3 more shall be shattered with death. The last death shall awaken the dragon fully. New awakened, the dragon is weak. Each feel of fear and pain feeds it. Fix first the pillar, or it shall fly free. Death brought the dragon to life. Only death shall defeat it. One must give up life willingly before the dragon can die. Without sacrifice, the dragon is deathless. Your way is marked with death. Face it gladly, and your way is marked with glory. That is the fate that awaits you.
Okay, but no specific clues about Cerberus. Oh well. Thank you. It is going to be very cool if it turns out that if the hero just sacrifices himself automatically at the end, then that's whatever. That's a climax to the plot, I suppose. Yeah, I can't see why the tree ladies would suddenly be ready to talk to me now. Okay. Alright. Nothing. Nothing here. Let's just warp load back to town. Maybe I should go to the scientists. What if I go to the scientists and they're like, hey, we're working on this synthesizer. We can charm Cerberus with a rendition of Paul McCartney's Temporary Secretary. The first song that comes to everybody's mind when they think about synthesizer music. From a distance, you can't see the repair lever. Oh, but it comes visible just at the last moment. Here comes the gondola. Got it. Excellent. Do I have rocks? Oh man, if I have no rocks, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. No, I have them. Perfect. Okay. Well, my dream had been to return and get instant momentum going, which seemed like it was coming true when I so quickly found the gate to Hades. And yet, the need to bribe Cerberus. And the possibility that whatever given clue I've actually received, no. Nothing. And Gort is not dead yet, no. Okay, well, what could it be then? I don't know, but I'm going to be lazy about it. Loading instead of walking across town. Taking several steps across town. Okay, no man. Do you have dialogue about music now? Of course not.
Take it easy, Ryder.
Oh, man. Gnome Ann would love Boy Meets World star Ryder Strong. Like, both, you know, in his handsome young man form. He's a handsome young man. But I think she'd appreciate his name. Okay. What can it be? What can the suitable bride be? Well, I guess before I start searching more, yeah, absolutely. He really does. Okay, good. The gateway to Hades remains. That's good. Come on, Hera. Normally, I'd warn you of disease from carrion, but something has stripped this bone down to the, bone. Still, it's too nasty to carry around. Are they just mocking us? Like, the players are going to immediately think, gotta get a bone to bribe Cerberus.
Welcome to Hades.
Hello again.
I am Cerberus,
Guardian of the gates.
I make certain no dead shall leave Hades.
I make certain no living enter Hades.
But yeah, no. There's no new thing to say to Cerberus. Am I sure I don't have a good bribe? What if I just went back and got some food? What if I just tried to... Do they like fruit?
Hey, I have better taste than that.
Okay. Maybe we can just get this done with some kind of food. Let's take the quick way home. Let's go see if Marak is selling anything that just on his face seems like it would be appealing to Cerberus. Can Wolfie offer insight in this regard? He didn't have any new dialogue. But does he have old
Namaste,
dialogue
and may you be having a
about his
pleasant
favorite
day.
food, for example?
Business has been rather slow today. I am thinking that not many people have been breaking their amphora. Be very careful.
Your amphora are
I
great,
would not
though.
like to read any bad news about you on the notice board. Good day.
Good day. I felt bad turning my back on Wolfie there. Okay. If I'm just forgetting a clue I've already received about dog food,
Oh, friend
I
of
would
my
not consider
people,
it a spoiler if
it
somebody
is
brought it up.
always a pleasure to see you.
Whoop. Sorry, Marak.
May your day
Did
be
not mean to
filled with
imply that I
pleasures
cared to
and
talk to you
surprises, O
on a
Prince.
personal level. Just here for business. Artichoke pizza, gyro. Let's look at the descriptions. I'm gonna grab a couple of sokolatakia.
May your mouth be charmed.
Maybe we do just need to poison Cerberus here. But then,
May your mouth...
let's just try. This is such a Americans from the past kind of thing to describe a gyro and then be. It's much tastier than it sounds. This delicious
May your
sounding
mouth-
treat. That's my jam. All right. Feels like it's too easy for it to just be bribing Cerberus with food. And at the same time, it could be that. So if we didn't try it, and then found out later that was the answer. I guess I should... What happens if I give the box of chocolates to Selim? Will that advance the box of chocolates storyline? Or quest level? Fill up my water here. Okay. Did I just save? I don't know. I honestly can't remember. Here we go. Here we go. I suppose it's possible I could take my balloon to some place I've never even been. It just feels odd if that... feels like an odd solution.
Welcome to Hades.
I am Cerberus,
Guardian of the Gates.
I make certain no dead shall leave Hades.
I make certain no living enter Hades.
What do you think? Come on, buddy.
Now this is what I call bribe.
Hey, that stuff is bad for dogs.
I'm immortal, remember?
It's bad for the teeth.
So I've got a sweet tooth. So sue me.
Share and share alike. You got something better than that for me?
Hey! No fair!
Okay.
I want a bribe too.
So, the answer is indeed bribing them with food items. But they each need a bribe. Adrian! Wait. Yeah. Yes. I think it makes sense. It makes sense. It's the immortal thing. That really offers you a lot of security against a lot of the common food allergies. Okay.
Now that's what I call a bribe.
That greasy thing?
It's going to work exactly as I'd hoped. Except instead of...
Hey!
Surely
No
it's
fair.
one of these.
I want a bribe
It's actually
too.
quite literally all three of these are the bribe.
Now that's what I call a bribe.
It's got cucumbers. I'll be burping all night.
You don't need...
It's got onions. It's bad enough living with your dog breath. Not bad.
Mmm. Savory.
Melts in the mouth.
All right. I'm satisfied. You can enter.
But you may not be able to leave.
At least your soul won't have far to go.
I'm very, very satisfied with that as the puzzle solution. Oh, whoops. I want a new save file, so I'll put an exclamation point on it. Here we go. That was good. You can feel the violence of rage against life that fills the creatures that are no longer living. Okay. There. Ah, that's a shame. Ooh. I like the mains demon. Oh no. So what's the deal here? Oof. Okay. Wow. Okay. Remind myself what paladin powers I have, including aura, right? Not sense aura. No, the aura spell is just gone. So what? Holy strength. Increase your strength. Awe. Overwhelm an opponent with my presence. Oh. I'll try destroy undead on him. Make sure my stamina's all loaded up. Okay. Oh. Another strategy will be to just not have a mains demon even spawn in the first place. Hardest part of the combat is when you can't quite tell where they're standing. Ah, okay. The demon is in play. A few of them are. Okay, let's try this. I probably walked too close to him. Oh, good. It just didn't work. Okay. We have a challenge. What? Hero can't shrink from a challenge. My weapon is not damaging the creature. A magical weapon is necessary. Okay, I've killed Shades already with just my sword, which is also quite clearly a magical paladin sword. Yikes. Okay. Jeez. That breath weapon is absurd. Okay. Let's be even a little more strategic. Not that much more. But more than 0. Why don't I put up my magic ward? Hopefully that will last until I'm engaged with the mains. Okay, so, can I do this? No. Because it's a targeted spell, but it doesn't bring up... Oh, I'm hitting it, though. Okay, so I think the Destroy Undead spell is actually like a buff. It just makes your attacks hit harder. Or at all. Oh, man. Yikes. Right. Pop my stamina pills. Run up here. Pop some health pills. Cast my precious spells again. Including Beloved Destroy Undead. My god, they just keep coming. Oh, hail British! Election season! Hopefully not as nightmarish of a time as it is in America. It's probably a good sign that I've read literally no coverage. I'd heard nothing. I had no idea there was an election going on in Germany. It can really only be good news. Probably now there's a mains over here. Or not. It's somewhere. I can sense it. Well, jeez. Pop even more health pills, even more stamina pills. I might wind up needing to go all the way back. I hope not. Oh wait, no. I keep forgetting. We haven't entered like another realm. Oh, local? Municipal elections? There would have to be something real bad going on, I think, for local German elections to have come on my radar. Okay. Aha! Okay, getting up my spells. Yeah. On all different sides of the structure here. Well, my magic ward wore off and I'm dead now. I'm doomed. Not giving up. Oh no, I'm hitting the one on my keyboard instead of the one on the numpad. Just rapidly equipping and unequipping the sword instead of fighting with it. And the thing wears off and I'm dead. Good lord. Oh wait, that was giving me specific text to both the mains. I really should have read that. Oh well. Okay. Don't waste my stuff while I'm fighting just the... Actually, I was going to say don't waste spells. Don't waste the magic shield spell so that I know it's fresh. But the Destroy Undead spell is quite valuable here. Just for increasing my damage against undead enemies. Oh, here comes the mains. Ugh. Now I need magic ward. This is really frustrating. I hate this enemy. Its stamina draining effect also just allows it to shorten the length of your spells, because your spells become inactive. Alright. I hate to save scum my way through a battle, but I'm also hating this battle. Okay, I'm gonna run around the corner and try to just go to town on this mains. Oh, here comes a Lemur. Holy shit. Okay. One thing that wasn't great there is that when I went over to fight the mains, more other things started coming at me. So why don't I fight these ones first, if I can. Like, the key is basically to get it to forget that it can teleport onto you. Because if it just stays in a place where you can stab it long enough, you can kill it. Like thus. Which just queues up the next one. Well, this is what we're doing. Sorry, Lori, but I'm not playing your game for the exciting mob combats. Okay, my shield is down. This is just a shade. Oops. Just learned about a new hotkey. He's 0. Oh no, there's the mains, I'm doomed. Can I outrun its range? I can. Put up my spells. Wait. Oh my goodness, game changer. I should have realized. Better late than never. Come on, hero, just try. It's dead. Good God. What a frustrating foe. And I do appreciate that ultimately it's a foe that you do defeat by engaging with the game systems. The spells have more purpose that way. It's just still frustrating, even when you know you need your magic ward, you need your destroy undead setup. Uh-oh. Can I just climb down this? Huh. Examine. It is a long way down to that lower path, but there doesn't appear to be any way to get to the far... Oh, man. That seemed... Yeah, I was thinking that during the fight. I was thinking, like, if you were a magic user, I guess maybe you've trained up your spells enough, you can blast that thing before it gets to you. But like a fighter or a thief, just like... God. Unfortunately, the surface of the ground is as smooth and slick as the surface of glass. You couldn't begin to climb down this side of this bridge. The side of this bridge. Okay. What was the other thing he said there? Jump down. Is it just suicide? It's not. That hurt. This room is definitely not designed with the living in mind. Much more jumping around. You're never gonna leave Hades. Alright. Well. Hey, pal. You don't happen to be like the friendly one. No. You gotta get up to get down. Yeah, they don't. No, nothing of value. I was not expecting this little Lemur had a lot of drachmas or stamina pills on him. There are many things nearby that seek to feed upon your life force and have you join the ranks of the undead. Well. Oops. God damn. Hateful stuff. Oh man. And my stuff fell off. Okay. Okay. Alright. I need to be constantly saving simply because of the tedium here. Almost out of stamina pills, so I hope that hell is extraordinarily brief. And splat. But somehow he survived. If I do paladin heal when I'm lower on stamina, does it just... Yeah. It does. I had to use 2 there. The idea of combat based around like simple footwork and a little bit of parrying and counterattacking is great, but it doesn't quite click in practice. Okay, I got that one. I didn't get all my stamina drained in the process. Oh good, there's at least 2 more. And my shield went down and I'm vaporized. Okay, fine. You're forcing me to do this game. This is not the way that I want to play here. Got him? No. Well, I'm out of stamina pills, so there have to be none of those things left, and we're okay. If there's another mains, we're fucked. This is a very cool environment design. A lot of video games use the running along. Yeah, okay, great. There's also a strange sensation that someone is calling for me. Interesting. And there goes all my stamina. Time to die. Unless I can just make a hero's run or a fool's run. And there's another mains. But then the hero just decided to turn around and run back and get killed. Okay. I'm kind of running out of hope here. Actually, the answer seems fairly clear. Put up the magic ward and run for your life, hero. And in general, that's the way to do it. It's just that I'm out of the ability to here. Okay. Oh, it just vanished. Stupid. You can't re-up the shield. You have to replace it at the exact moment that it goes down. Oh, but because they drain your stamina. Okay. This is it. We're trying this. If this doesn't work, I pretty much have to go back and get more stamina pills, so... No. Because of the stupid hero turns around navigation fault. And also the fact that their attack, besides rapidly destroying your health, also almost instantly drains all your stamina, thus preventing you from putting up another magic ward. Good God. And yet, if we've managed to brute force this, we have not. We have to go back. We have to go back to Salim and buy a ton of stamina pills, although this will give us the opportunity to hear the line reading that Cedric was disappointed about missing. So we'll take the good with the bad here. How am I doing for drachma? Well, not that many on me, but that's okay. They have, basically, there's some kind of interact type system set up in Silmaria. If you've got those drachma in the bank, you can spend them. It might actually be as simple as, like, in the morning, the banker just goes around and tells everybody
again.
How much money they have. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and take 20 packs of your speed pills, my friend.
Hey, thanks.
And maybe 10 of the pain pills.
Hey, thanks.
Tashtari, hello. Okay. Maybe I know. Okay, I thought I've been using Destroy Undead, and that all it was is like make your attacks more effective. But you saying that, and then me realizing the thing that I had realized moments ago, that I can put my paladin spells in the bar. Maybe I need to have the spell in the bar. Because when I just cast it from the menu, I don't get a targeting reticule. Even though it says it needs to be targeted. So I thought that might be just imprecise language. Pardon me describing the idea of targeting your weapon once it's enchanted. So, okay. Maybe that will be the difference maker. Because if Destroy Undead is actually just a thing that I can like cast, and it will actually destroy those friggin' mains. Oh, wait, but I was putting... maybe, maybe not. Well, I've got the backup plan of 30 packs of speed pills. What time is it? It is not late. I'm just going to rest for an hour to get my stamina back, though. Stamina is going to be precious here. Yeah, if Destroy Undead will do something, that's going to be cool. If it is what I thought it was, and it's just making my attacks hurt undead more, even that is pretty cool. Okay. I'll start this time with I'll do the Giro Bribe and the pepperoni pizza bribe before the Sokolata bribe.
Welcome to Hades.
I am Cerberus,
Guardian of the gates.
I make certain no dead shall leave Hades.
I make certain no living enter Hades.
The posh voice, the posh head just supervises the other two.
Now that's what I call a bribe.
Oh, I bet to target the spell, I've got to actually click it in the menu.
Indigestion, you realize?
Hey!
Cut the keyboard out of the whole process.
I want a bribe too.
What about me? Don't I get a yummy bribe?
That is a good line reading. Very, is this the end of zombie Shakespeare?
Now that's what I call a bribe.
It's got cucumbers. I'll be burping all night.
It's got onions. It's bad enough living with your dog breath.
What about me? Don't I get a yummy bribe?
Of course you do, buddy.
Now
Excellent.
this is what I call a bribe.
Hey, that stuff is bad for dogs.
I'm immortal, remember?
It's bad for the
I like that they don't.
So I've
They,
got a sweet
it's interesting. They
So
express
soup.
no like
Not bad.
commonality of purpose or of
Savory.
existence.
Melts
They never say
in
we.
the mouth.
All right, I'm satisfied. You can enter.
But you may not be able to leave.
At least your soul won't have far to go.
Okay. Put the spells on the thing. And perhaps this will be the answer. Alright. Rage against life. I was once like you, walking around the overworld, stabbing random people, doing my little hop move to the side. And now look at me. Here it comes. Yep. Didn't work. I missed. Okay, but it can be done. It's counterintuitive that the hotkey doesn't give you the reticule, but I should have already known that, because that was how I wound up drinking the corpse water. You know what? Let's test it out on this channel. Huh. Nice. Okay. It's difficult to aim it, but it actually works. It works first as a turn undead, so you probably have to hit them more than once with it. But... At any rate, we have a weapon we can use against the mains. I think the best part is that it requires very little stamina to use. Oh, please. Ha 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 ha! Okay. Alright. God damn you. That is very, very satisfying. I like the way that they just kind of, you know, they just disappear. I never actually explored this area, which actually has the most immediately accessible other place to go. So perhaps it'll turn out to be a silver lining. Ah, yes, the lower level. Come on, buddy. Get in here. Get your head popped. Okay. Making progress. Are more of these jerks from above going to be able to come down and attack me? Pop, pop, pop. Yes, but it hardly matters. I've got my fatal frame camera of doom. Jeez. Sorry, pal. This hardly seems sporting. I love being a paladin. But there's nowhere to go here. It's purely an illustration of this area. Well, I hope the enemies don't respawn then. But who am I kidding? Fortunately, pays to just be super honorable. Just terrific stuff. Which makes sense, and will make for a very interesting experience when I do the anti-hero run. Playing as a pure thief. Because yeah, it's really, it's built thoroughly into everything. The gameplay mechanics. But also the, oh geez. Ha, there he comes. Delightful. And I've only used 4 of my caffeine pills. I've only consumed 4 bottles of caffeine pills. So that's going well. Okay. Need some health. Take your pain pills before you jump from a great height in full armor. Actually, I guess, why would I go down there and let a dude hit me? Whee! Thunk. It's fine. Take a pill. Fix your problems. It's the age we live in. Take a pill. Forget your problems. Man, that's a great monologue from season 4 of Arrested Development. Fighting with a sword just seems absurd once you've discovered the joys of just obliterating the undead. I guess I shouldn't. When I've cleared a screen, I shouldn't use my stamina pills. I should take a nap. Yeah, right here, this is a great visual. Heading forwards. Every time you see even the slightest threat, just start spamming your magic. And yes, Lemure, you're correct. The implication is that I don't consider you even the slightest threat. Ha ha ha. There's a mains coming up, I know that. I remember it well. Oh, there you are. Say cheese. Yeah, if you click on any of the foreground elements by mistake. The hero's like, right, maybe I should turn around. Even if I'm being chased by a mains. I'm just outside the range of its instant death breath power. So... waters of the river. Just making sure that those are officially considered waters. Oh, oh. Sorry, pal. It's like playing GoldenEye with the sniper rifle. Gratifying. Alright. Caffeine pills. In my offline gaming, I've been playing Saga Scarlet Grace. or Saga Scarlet Grace Ambitions, the like special edition. Been playing it on my Switch. I tried it like a year or so ago, and I kind of bounced off it. I hit a wall. Like most Saga games, it's initially very alienating because they tend to throw a lot of their systems even just in between games. So like you've been playing a lot of Saga Frontier and you're feeling Saga Frontier, then Saga Scarlet Grace is not immediately going to be giving you what you're used to getting. And, you know, there's a pretty generally strange... This is cool. In Hades' hall, souls shall fall. Forget the past at last. At peace, deceased. Yeah, in a while, crocodile. But I went back into it and started up as another character, and it really started clicking with me. And one thing that's kind of consistent across most Saga games, I think it's not in the earliest ones on Game Boy, but I think all of them going forward from Romancing Saga, the first one, is the glimmer system for... So, like, characters don't just attack. Like, they have a bunch of different techniques that you can choose from for them to do in battle. And the way they earn new techniques is, like, some invisible meter is tracking their progress as they use the techniques they have. And then every now and then, after they hit the technique you actually told them to use, a little light bulb goes off above their head, and then they just immediately follow up with a new technique you've never seen before, and then that's added to... What a satisfying character development mechanic. Just occasionally be rewarded. Alright, so here we are. This is kind of strange. If I double click here, is there a path I'm not seeing? Maybe? Oh.
Prince of Shapir, it is not yet your time to be here. The living are not welcome. You will not cross the River Styx into Hades.
I don't care about crossing.
I am the guardian of the dead. I know the souls of all who dwell within. There are two souls bound to you in death.
Oh,
you
two.
have touched
Yeah.
their hearts.
Yeah.
You
I was just about to say, what about... Are we going to meet
Love is the only
Katrina?
thing that transcends the silent sleep of death. Their souls have sensed you and yearn to be with you. The first soul is bright with beauty and power. It shines like the sun with all the joy and goodness it held in life.
Nice.
It is the soul of Erana.
Hell yes. Erana!
Dream I am wandering endlessly through empty gardens. Everything in the garden is pale and cold as if made of lifeless ice. There is beauty, but no joy. I am seeking a light I have only seen once before in the distance. It is warm and melts the ice that covers everything, bringing color and life to the flowers. But the light moves on, and all returns to ghostly white.
The other soul is dark, shadowed by the deeds of her past. Yet there is great power within, and a fierce yearning for the light and love that was not known in life. It is the soul you knew as Katrina, the Dark Master.
What nightmare is this? I am in darkness, yet I am powerless. The coffin has been nailed shut, and my magic does nothing. I am trapped, and it is as if a stake has been driven through my heart. What is this ache that fills me? Who am I waiting for? Will it be the stake through my heart, turning me to dust? Or the taste of his warm lips upon mine, restoring me to life? It does not matter which, if only he would touch me once more.
Their souls have been disturbed by your presence. They cannot rest in their longing to be with you. You may end the suffering of one of them. You can restore her to life and give her the chance to experience joy and pleasure once more. Which soul would you choose to give the gift of life.
Jesus Christ. Maybe this is that role-playing choice that the CRPG addict spoke of. Holy moly. Okay. Like, my gut says Erana. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like they're both having a terrible time in the afterlife. But, like, Erana has done a lot for not only me personally, but also just the world. And could do a lot more if she was brought back. When Katrina was talking, I was inclined to say, like, Katrina, you know, we had, like, 2-3 conversations. Like, you love me this much? But then it's like, okay, well, Erana died long before I was even born. So, fair enough. What a messed up Sophie's choice. Yeah, I think it's Erana. I think it's gotta be. If thieves don't get to make this choice, that's disappointing. Because in the anti-hero run, I can definitely, the character that I'm conceiving would choose Katrina in an instant because Russian accents, or Slavic accents, ring the bell.
You have chosen to bring peace to the soul of Erana. I shall commend the soul of Katrina to oblivion.
Okay. Well, then there. One day I'll get to experience that. Katrina did say that she would also like the stake through the heart, turn her to dust.
The soul does not lightly leave the silent sleep. The dead does not lightly leave the grave. You can restore this soul to life, but the cost may be more than you are willing to pay. Will you give your life to give this soul life? Are you willing to sacrifice everything for love? You have entered the realm of the dead. Now will you remain in eternal darkness, that she shall be free to know the joy of life once more? Will you give your life to her?
This feels like a test. I think the honorable thing to do is to try to pay the price. So I will try it. I'm curious if, like, the screen just goes red like it's the bad ending of Dragon Quest. Okay. It's getting late. You haven't slept in a while. A good night's rest sounds very appealing.
You have given your life to bring life to death. Her soul shall soon be free.
Okay.
The snow of winter is melting and life returns again. You have given me the gift to live again. I thank you deeply. If you wish to see me, seek me on the island of Limnos. I will look for you there.
You're not going to talk like that back in the realm of the living, though, right? Okay. Okay, so, having done that, it seems unlikely that I can get an Emperor down into the water from here, but what if there's a pathfinding opportunity I'm not seeing? No. Okay. Well, hold on. No, there's nothing there. All right. Having given my life, I don't imagine I'm allowed to just leave. And also, I haven't accomplished my mission. Is there some way to do this from here? Via pathfinding I cannot perceive. If I somehow down there, be golden. I can't tell. We're just seeing what he does. Ooh, do we jump in the whirlpool? I don't know why that would be a good idea. I feel like any moment now it's going to say it's too far away for you to reach. But what if it's not? Oh yeah, this actually looks very promising. Yes, okay, yeah. That'll work. I might get sucked into this whirlpool. Where you going, hero? Is this it? Yep. Okay. We have the amphora of the water of Hades. Styx water. Obviously, not drinking that is an important part of the quest. Ooh, this is so tempting. Can we hop in? No. Okay. And then what can the answer be? You get the water of life. I'm not gonna let me just leave. I've got one more box of chocolates. Can I bribe one Cerberus head a second time? Alright. Many things. Lousy respawning undead horrors. Although, blessedly, when you can just click on them 3 times and then carry on, they're a little less frustrating. It was not my most graceful fight, but I got the job done. Oh, mutual kill. I was not paying attention to my health. Oh no. Well, I did this to myself. Actually, it's not that far of a walk. Okay. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Got this Stygian water. Styxian water. And also clicking a bit faster seems like a viable strategy here. And also moving more slowly across the screen so when I see the final mains I don't run right up to it. There. Tremendous. Great if we can actually just leave. And I guess we can. Okay. So what is the meaning of us being allegedly dead? Nobody knows. Put my sword away. Go get some sleep. If the pathfinding doesn't just trap me here forever. There we go. Cool. All right. Obviously, we need to go find the island Erana told us should be on. But first, let's get home. Early. And sleep until morning, such as it is. Hopefully, I can just get the benefits of a full night's sleep by sleeping from like 5:50 until 6 a.m. Waking up, much refreshed. Making my bed to maintain my honor. Yeah, that's a big choice. I wonder, like, somebody must have done it, but I wonder about the character of a person who goes with the choose no one option.
Today, we are having macaroni and cheese. Plain old macaroni and cheese. I gave the cooks the day off.
Hey. We gotta treasure these days where no man's kitchen staff never touches our food. Alright, well, we continue to win. We're running away with the rights of rulership, and yet it seems like there's, unless this is the fifth and final one, it seems like I might have just made up. I've been saying all along, 5 rights of rulership. Seems entirely possible that there's more than that. If there's more, it's got to be 7 or 10. I can't imagine it being a number higher than those. All right. We'll turn this in just a moment. I'm just going to run to the washroom. So we'll take a brief intermission, folks, and we'll be right back at it. Hang tight. All right. We are back, and here we go. Handing this amphora very carefully to the guards. With the utmost of caution. Just just really a few quick taps on the top of the stopper before we pass it.
It looks like water to me. I will trust your word in this matter.
Wait, hold on. They're just gonna take my word for it? Could I have just
The underworld is a place of death.
come back with the blood water and be
And
like,
few
look, it's
that
the
live
special water
return
of
to
death?
speak of its darkness. Do you, Prince of Shapir, swear an oath by the river Styx that you have entered the gates of Hades?
Yeah, sure. I swear by the river Styx, a river that has no religious significance to me, but whatever makes you happy, that I have entered the gates of Hades.
An oath by the river Styx cannot be a lie. The Prince of Shapir has won the Rite of Courage.
Yeah. There's definitely a little bit of circularity here.
Silmaria has been at peace with its neighbors for centuries. Recently, though, a people have turned against our people. A nation wars with us.
The Romans?
Though no word of this war has been spoken. I speak now of the
Oh,
lost
the
nation
Atlanteans.
of Atlantis.
The Tritons.
Though it was buried beneath the waters centuries ago, its people still rule the waves. Now the Tritons have been attacking our ships and driving away our trade. They have shattered the harmony we once all shared. You will seek out the lost city of Atlantis, speak with her queen, and forge a new alliance between their lands and ours. Return with a symbol of the agreement. This is the Rite of Peace.
Okay. But, like, okay. Hold on. Let me confirm at the signboard. Yeah. Looks like we've done 5 so far. If there's 5 so far, then 5 so far, it's got to be either 7 or 10. Because like there are like the 8 Britannian virtues. It's not that 8 never means anything, but it doesn't mean anything in the context of this game. Whereas 7 means something all the time, and then 10 has some the decathlon or whatever. If it's 10 total rights, then I haven't won yet. It could still turn out to be a tie. So we have chatting to do. Chat with all our friends in Silmaria, and then we want to pop it on over. See if we can talk to Erana.
May be ever the sign of friendship between us.
Sarah never has anything of value to say. I hope I didn't say that so loud that she heard me.
Namaste.
Namaste.
And may you be having a pleasant day.
It always is when I get to talk to you, Wolfie. Oh.
Be very careful. I would
be
not
careful
like
too.
to read any bad news about you on the notice board. Good day.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the only news they ever put me on that notice board is that I've won the latest Rite of Rulership. And it is a slaughter. We're still closed due to illness. Yep. Marak doesn't update that often.
Oh, friend of my people, it is always a pleasure to see you.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Marak.
May your
But
day
take care.
be filled with pleasures and surprises, O Prince.
There's always surprises.
Γεια σας. Μιλάτε ελληνικά?
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Yeah. Totally slim. All right.
Have a cosmic time out there.
Absolutely. Usually the FA is the best source of information on a new challenge. And I won't be surprised if that continues to be the case here today. Okay, so Erana finally showed up. I hadn't thought about it, but once they mentioned Hades, I should have seen that Katrina would show up. I can't picture anyone else from Shadows of Glory 4 showing up. There's... Oh, wait, no, that's not true. Because there's still Punny Bones. Oh, hold on. Hey, jerk.
Got to really learn how to tread water for this rite, don't you?
I mean, I think it's pretty clear the thing I actually need to do is breathe underwater. How you doing, by the way?
I'm surprised to see you still around, considering the last rite.
Didn't you say you're betting on me now?
I learned to swim from the famous adventurer. He gave me a book about it.
I had a feeling. So yeah, what do you think of this rite of peace? Sounds like it's right not up your alley.
Those Tritons are bad news. Even if you don't drown trying to fight them, they got spells and everything. They're supposed to talk to the fish and get them to help them too. Most people just drown though.
Oh my.
I bet you can do this one. Don't know how, but I'm sure you'll win. You better, or we might get stuck with a woman as King of Silmaria.
Oh, Follis, you're just not my kind of guy. Also, they would probably call her the Queen of Silmaria if Elsa wins.
You practice
The
your
old
swimming
FA.
lessons? Sounds like they are going to come in handy for you.
Well, I mean, sure, but what about the need to breathe underwater?
I've been thinking about your next rite. Reminds me of some good times I had a long time ago. Kind of wish I was going with you.
Oh, yeah? You want to come?
Hippolyta, that's her name. The Queen, I mean. She and I, well, we had some times together. She called me Silvertongue. She'll remember me.
Oh, yeah? Why'd she call you that?
If you're going to Atlantis, you better find a way to
know.
breathe water. No way you can get there without drowning otherwise.
Yep, of course.
I'll let you in on some well-kept secrets because I know you're a good guy. Atlantis isn't out in the middle of the sea. It's right smack dab in the middle of the island of Cerberus, in the lake in the center of the island. Tough getting there, though. Those Tritons guard those waters pretty thoroughly.
That's wild.
Well, there are a few secret panels I found in Atlantis. The last side panel of the first sections of the wall had a small secret passage. Got me past a guard, if I recall right. Then there was a big circular tower with a shell on it. Yeah, it had a secret passage on the side that led directly to the throne room. You gotta be very sneaky to use them, though. The Tritons will be doing their best to kill all intruders.
Ah, yes, of course.
If you think of it, you might take the Queen some flowers. Tell her they were from me. She might like that.
Do I have flowers on me? Oh, I can get them easily. I'll do that for you, buddy. FA's got to stick together. See what my rivals here have to say. Thought that I missed it there. But I did not. We're going up. Well, that sound is promising. Oh! Oh! Do I remember what the secret password is? Not off the top of my head. So we'll save before I start clicking around here. Okay. It's necessary that I remember. So where's the thing? The thing where I did the test is down here. Will it still tell me what my password is? I think it will. Yes, fun math. If it makes me solve some mathematical logic puzzles to get in, I'll be happy. For me, that would be fun math. F U N M A T H. Okay, no, it's click once. So F U N M A T H. Whoa.
You should not have done that. You are not yet mentally prepared for the marvels that science reveals within its secret lab. Please go away.
No, I'm definitely ready, Dr. Pretorius. I know the password because I passed the quiz. Right? So how you doing?
Just doing some minor adjustments on Gort. He was starting to act a bit heroic, and that would be most unwise. Science should be cautious, not foolhardy.
But if you consider that this might have to do with why I'm running away with the competition here. Do you have any insight into breathing underwater?
Completely waterproof. He should have no problem seeking Atlantis, assuming that it exists, of course.
Well, yeah, okay, sure.
Science shall rule Silmaria whether Silmaria wishes it or not. Too long it has suffered from superstitious poppycock under the domination of the so-called wizards. With those charlatans properly drugged, we scientists will reign supreme.
I'm sorry, Dr. Pretorius, what? And I know no follow-up emerges where I can ask him about drugging people. Did you send me those chocolates to try to drug me? And hold on, what are you doing to Gort?
Some people might object to having a reanimated dead creature for a king. However, Gort shall be guided by my scientific genius, and such superstitious prejudice shall be eliminated.
Scientifically, though, I'm up 5-0. How is this going to work out for you?
You have not yet proved yourself worthy of the knowledge of this laboratory. Kindly forget that you have seen this.
What more do I need to do, pal? I built the thing.
By the way, try not to mention the fact that Gort isn't quite human. Some people just won't understand. It shall be our little secret. Oh, and that bit about the drugged wizard? Forget you heard that. Why don't you? That's a good lad.
Does it give me a follow-up now? No. But I know, so I guess I should go talk to
Please
Salim.
do not touch the equipment. It is delicate and should not be touched by anyone other than a true scientist.
Okay. Well, I should probably also come back sometime in the evening to see if Dr. Mobius, or whatever the other one was, see if he's got his own revealing the secrets of the evil scientists, the sinister scientists. You know what, though? As long as Dr. Pretorius is keeping things on the up and up with Gort, well, he's got him strapped down to that gurney, I will say that I still like him better than Dr. Cranium. Even though he tried to poison me. You know what? Even if he's doing whatever he's doing when I'm not there with Gort, he's not trying to constantly get me to talk about it. And so I like him better than Dr. Cranium. So I'll swing by Salim. See if I have dialogue where I can report to him. And then we'll go and we'll see if we can track down Erana. See what she's been up to since I brought her back from Hades yesterday, or 2 days ago, or how many? Yeah, 2 days, because I slept once, and then there's a day that passes between you won this rite and here's the next rite.
Good to see you again.
Just you wait, Salim. Nope. Wait, maybe. No. Okay.
Come again soon. Our herbs will always be here when you need them.
Don't I know it? But okay. They don't care about what seems like important news. Or maybe they care, but I'm just inexplicably unwilling to share the news with them. Knowledge is power. Gotta hoard as much of it to myself as I can. That's the hero's way. I should check No Man. See if No Man has any new dialogue. And then we'll go find Erana. Oh, right. And I did need to get those flowers. Hey, No Man.
Take it easy, Ryder.
Oh, I only just got... She's going for the Easy Rider pun. Every time she says it, I just start thinking about Rider Strong. Okay. I didn't, write down the name of that island. Perhaps I will recognize it when I see it. Did she say Limnos? I think she did. There aren't that many islands. Oh, we can go to Minos. Maybe Daedalus is there building an underwater machine. They heard that they got scooped on the wings. Erana's retreat. Well, that'll do it. That'll be the place. Although, am I arriving too late? Woohoo. Hey!
Welcome again to my garden.
Oh, good. Enjoy a moment of beauty when you can. I know you're very busy. So, hey! In the flesh.
I can tell by your seriousness that something is on your mind. What troubles you so, my friend?
In the flesh. What troubles me so? Well, first, how are you? First thing I'm worried about is just how you're doing.
I have taken some time to learn more about this place of islands and sea. There is much unhappiness and danger here.
That's what it's like most places I go, but not most places I leave. You get what I'm saying? So, I've had so many dreams that you're in, and some of them are pretty good. And a lot of them are pretty chilling, and some of them start the one way and go the other way.
In my endless sleep, I too dreamed of you. It gave me great comfort to know that someone was there who cared about me.
And I do. I don't know why. I mean, this is how I feel about you. It's that, like, you comfort and protect me. But, I don't know. It's weird. Speaking of comfort and protection, what do you know about going underwater but not drowning?
Atlantis was a land of wizards and users of magic. It sunk into the sea eons ago when by their magics, they released a dragon-like creature of fire and destruction. Some were able to survive by transforming themselves into sea creatures. I have heard that the city is protected by water and by land, though it lies in the depths. All that live there have magic still, and guard their city well. You will need to swim a long time if you are to go to Atlantis. I shall make you a gift. Take this, and you shall breathe the water as if it were air. Send the message of peace with Silmaria.
Amulet of water breathing. That'll do it. Is this an equip thing? Yep. Well, I'm going to put that on. There we go. Water breathing amulet. Very nice. Is this going to be really tasty water? The fountain's water sparkles in the light. Has the slight fragrance of lilacs. It's cool. It tingles on your skin. I'll wash my face. You wash away your cares and worries. If this water could be marketed commercially, it would put the drug and soap industries out of business. Wow. See, that's not precise. That's not quite how it works. It would monopolize those industries, perhaps. But if everyone's buying the drug soap water, we have a thriving drug and soap industry. Well, I'm gonna, in hindsight, wish that I drank from the fountain first before I washed myself in it, and then hopefully the hero's spitting over into the grass. Well, that's carrying cleanliness a bit too far. Heroes always have perfect teeth. It's in the specs. Have a drink then. It's delicious. Oh hey, I'm full health. Well, for old time's sake, Erana. You mind if I just sleep on the... Oh, I can't even sleep on the ground here. Okay. Well. Great to see you, Erana. Just gonna run over here for some reason, and then I'm going to leave. It was nice to meet you, if a bit anticlimactic. Head home, get some sleep, and then we're off to Atlantis. I gotta believe there's gonna be a punny bone show at some point. It just seems like such a wildly missed opportunity. Like there's an inn owned by.
Wake up! I need to speak with you.
What? Elsa? What? Oh, my danger sense isn't tingling. That's
I am being watched, so I had to make certain no one sees me speaking with you. I believe that my sponsor Minos is behind all of the problems in Silmaria. He acts kind to me, but I do not trust him.
Yeah, he seems like a mess of a dude.
He knows too much about what is going on here. I also know he does not like you very much at all.
And that's a sign of a suspicious person.
It would not surprise me if the assassin tries to kill you next. You are the biggest threat to Minos. You may be the next king here.
Well, not if I'm killed. You can just go right for the kiss. But I think the hero's got to see how things play out with Erana before he starts making out with Elsa. Well, good evening.
Are you always so polite to someone who breaks into your bedroom? Or only to the women who do so?
Oh. No, I mean, you know, anyone who breaks into my bedroom. Exactly. Knowing you got a problem, like that someone wants to kill you, is the first step to fixing it. All right. So you really think I'm going to be the king?
No
I mean,
mistake. I will
clearly
do
running
everything
away
I
with
can
this.
to become king here. However, I will do this the right way, the proper way. I will earn the kingdom fairly, or I will not accept the title. You and I may be allies, but we are also competitors. The best of us will rule Silmaria, and I believe that will be me.
But why would you believe that? Again, I'm up 5-0, Elsa, and I already know how to breathe underwater.
I believe that Minos wishes to be king of Marite. His family once ruled this island, and he believes that he should as well. He is trying to use me to gain control of the kingdom, but he is learning that I do not follow orders very well. I'm not such a good little girl as he first believed.
Aha. Seems kind of a convoluted plan. Like, couldn't he just enter?
I have not had the pleasure to see the assassin, but I am looking forward to the meeting. I too carry antidote, and I'm very capable of making him pay for the deaths he has brought here.
Hell yeah. Especially if I'm there to do all the dangerous part. Never mind. Forget I said anything. So, how are you feeling about all this?
I must be very cautious. I cannot be seen speaking with you again. If Minos suspects that I am working with you rather than against you, I think both of us will be the target of the assassin.
And you would prefer if the assassin was just targeting me alone. Of course. So this Minos guy.
Minos was not pleased that I aided you with the Hydra. He has invested a lot of money in getting me here. He wants me to win by any means possible. Minos is not a very good judge of character. He knows that I led the brigands in Spielburg, although I do not know from where he got this information. He believes I ran the brigands to overthrow my father. He thinks I'm a rogue without scruples. I do not intend to alter this opinion. If he believes me to be a villain like himself, he may confide more in me. When I have the proof that he is guilty, I will make him face justice.
Very good. Very good. So what are your motives here?
I just wished you to know my suspicions in case I am killed. If I cannot prove that Minos is guilty, then you must do so. Besides, you and I could be friends, if it were not that we always seem to be playing on the opposite sides.
Well, hold on. In a sense, we're on the same side here. We're on the same side against the Hydra. We're on the same side when I was saving you, although I understand what you're getting at, because you were the leader of the brigands. All right, well, hey, great talking to you.
You are correct. I must be returning to Minos' ship before I am missed. I will see you in the Hall of Kings. Take care.
And you too. Elsa, wait. Oh, I should have asked. How'd she get it? Yeah, how did she get in here anyway? I don't know. I should have asked her, did Minos require you to wear the red Sonya armor, or was that a choice? I awakened much refreshed, even though I was awoken in the middle of the night and told that I've got an assassin coming for me, even though I'm starving. We got no man down here. Yeah, no new dialogue, which is fine. Order my meal.
The soup for tonight is lobster brisk. Rover brought in a huge lobster for dinner, but Messy Tessie couldn't bear to drop the lobster alive into the boiling pot, so the cooks decided to get the lobster drunk first. Soon they were all singing Little Brown Jug, with the lobster singing harmony. While Tessie was reaching for the barrel of beer, she knocked over the flour, which soon covered everything. So they gave the lobster a bath and a group hug for being such a good sport, and turned him loose. Then they made the soup from his bath water.
That would be all the better reason, though, to make it clear in the game's plot. You have disdain for the choice. All right. Well, sometimes it's just obvious what the save game name should be. And I'm going to run to the washroom. And then we're going. Below the waves. Hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. Okay. We're back. And we're ready to commence the next rite. This one's coming together very quickly. Actually, I suppose the other one did too. It doesn't feel like it on account of the 3 weeks off in between when I found the corpse in the river and when I found the spot several steps down river from there. Where you pour the water. Okay. So Atlantis is secretly in a lake. What was the story here? Yeah, was it just the lake on Skyros? Oh, wait. Now I'm remembering that it's labeled. Yeah. But the way in is through this lake, they say? I don't know. Can't land the balloon here. Oh, maybe it's a matter of swimming in. Okay. I've taken off my equipment. The hero is not a graceful swimmer. What is this swimming animation? Okay. Underwater navigation, not super smooth. Oh, so this... Can it be so simple? You cannot deal with such things when you don't know how to swim. There's no swimming skill. So what's going on here? I don't know how to swim. Apparently. Can I exit? Is there any way? Is there a way out? Seems like there might not be. Let's see. I guess, am I gonna find someone to teach me and then it appears here to provide symmetry? I think the hero is leaving this area. Yes, okay. Can I go up over this mountain on foot? No. Obviously, getting there is actually a matter of going through this pipe. So how does one swim? I'm not sure. Meanwhile, another thing I could check out. And I guess, you know what? I'm not sure if I should load or not. The case for loading is mostly about saving time. Whereas the case against it is all about... You know what? I'm going to load for now. There's the possibility that the hero needs to have encountered his incompetence as a swimmer before talking to someone can open up dialogue about learning how to swim. But you know what? I'm going to look into the Minos thing. I can't think of an obvious swimming teacher. It would be strange if Erana is the one who can do it. Feels like quite possibly... Ah, there it is. I was going to say, quite possibly there's some gating that will prevent me from getting there. And it is, in fact, the... I was thinking it would be some kind of hackneyed...
Welcome again to my garden. Enjoy a moment of beauty when you can. I know you are very busy.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, I don't have an option to say goodbye to you, baby. So I'll just have to see you later. Okay. Can't go to Minos. Can't go back. Gotta learn to swim. Alright. I should have left the establishment of swimming. Or of the hero's knowledge of needing to swim. I should have left it in existence. Not sure that I need it, but I might. So I might as well find out. Would love to make it to Atlantis before I wrap up. There's danger nearby, but it's hidden. Okay. Can't even look at it. This curious edifice seems to be an entryway into a large tube. Double doors are massive and impressive. There's hidden danger here. As much as you imagined it would. Okay. Well, the hero knows that he can't swim now. And that he will need to be able to swim. What does that open up for us? I don't know. Is there a new Sybil prophecy? Probably not. But what harm could come from checking? Gonna wrap up fairly soon, mainly because it's a beautiful day. And so, as much as I'm enjoying getting back to Silmaria, it would be a shame to let the beautiful part of the day entirely go by. Probably just the same prophecy.
Welcome, Paladin, honor bright and noble. I am the Sybil who sees what is to come.
We're going the
Here
same
now the future.
Then again, maybe there's something that I've missed.
Your way is darkened with blood and death. The first death you soon face is death itself. Embrace it or not, death shall drag you to its depths. Go willingly.
And I did.
Gain. The next death you face is one whose fate crosses yours. That which he cannot own, he would destroy. He will seek victory,
Minos,
even in
probably.
his defeat. 7 deaths, and the dragon grows restless in dreamless sleep. 4 posts that pinned it to darkness have been broken in blood.
Yeah.
3 more shall be shattered with death. The last death shall awaken the dragon fully. New awakened, the dragon is weak. Each feel of fear and pain feeds it. Fix first the pillar, or it shall fly free. Death brought the dragon to life. Only death shall defeat it. One must give up life willingly before the dragon can die. Without sacrifice, the dragon is deathless. Your way is marked with death. Face it gladly, and your way is marked with glory. That is the fate that awaits you.
We do love glory. Okay. Nothing there, but it's good to rule these things out. I can't imagine why the trees would teach me how to swim, and yet. Excuse me? Teach me how to swim? No. It'll probably become clear when that particular area is relevant. Can the Pegasus teach me to swim? That would make no sense. I don't need anything, no man. I'll just go to sleep. I guess. Through the wood of the door and walls. You can hear a food fight coming from the kitchen, but you can't hear a thing in your own room. Alright, that's a good sign. Just keeping an eye out for assassinations. Or assassins. Waking up hungry. I've been fasting all night. But there's always time to make your bed. Go down, get breakfast. I've already said this before, but I really think that like if they'd made maybe a handful more of No Man's little sketches of what's going on in the kitchen, and then they broke them into chunks, and chunk one,
Today's
batch
treat
one
is goop soup with
is on a
cabbage.
loop
It was supposed to be spaghetti and
till
meatballs.
you say finish the
but
third
Rover
Rite
threw
of
a cabbage
Rulership,
at Tony
and then the
Maloney,
next one.
and it fell in the sauce. Then Tony threw the meatballs back at
Just-
Rover.
this is a
but
lot to
Rover
listen
dodged
to
them, and they hit
when you've
Sally
already heard
instead.
it
So she dropped all the spaghetti.
ton of times,
That wouldn't have
and
been
when
a
you no
problem.
longer believe
But
that there's
Tessie
ever going to
slipped
be
on
a
the
new
spaghetti
one.
while she was carrying the carrot salad, so that went everywhere. When they looked around, everything was mixed up. So they picked up what they could salvage and put it all in with the sauce and cabbage. They just added some water and salt, and voila! A meal you won't find anywhere else.
All right. Successfully gagged that down. It really adds insult to injury. The food is so disgusting, and the chef stands there like eagerly looking at you. Or not, maybe not the chef, but the proprietor is just standing there the whole time you're eating it, just staring at you with an expectant look on her face. Oh, haven't talked to Toro a little bit. I mean, Toro might know something about swimming. It's adventurer stuff.
Bad
Stupinski,
ride.
welcome.
Hades, bad place.
It wasn't great, but I'm back now. How you doing?
Good see you alive after dead place.
Ah, it's good to see you alive after I went to Dead Place, Toro. How have you been?
Happy Hero Man and Elsa back safe from dead place.
Yeah, I don't think Elsa even ever went to the Dead Place. It's going well. I got the Hades part done pretty quickly. Now we're on the Atlantis quest. I've gained the ability to breathe underwater, but not the ability to swim, so I can't get in yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out now.
Elsa go dead place. Not good place to go.
Oh, she did make it.
Mad you first.
She's so mad that I got there first. That she's actually trying to trick me. This Minos is actually a good guy. Probably no new dialogue from this kid about
Animera,
swimming, but
it is good to know that you are to bring
who
peace
knows?
with the Tritons again. It will not be long before the fishermen may return to Marit.
that's the hope, Andre. Well, maybe he does have dialogue with them.
Welcome. If there's any sailing you wish to do, just let me know.
I'm actually interested in swimming, Andre.
I
Do
have
you
missed
know
the
anything about
company of other
swimming?
fishermen as I work. It is not very safe to be out on the sea by oneself.
So you must be always prepared to start swimming on a moment's notice.
If you do make peace with the Tritons, our people would welcome you gladly as King of Silmaria.
Oh, is this the only one I could have skipped the first 5?
I have found that the Tritons are most aggressive when I sail off the west coast of Marit past Naxos.
Yeah, that's where they go. That's where they're
I
from.
know that you will bring peace soon. You have done so much already. Yassas!
Yassas. Yassas indeed. Alright, Folus. Nope. Never mind. I just came to stare stupidly at you for a moment. Ah. The FA is not awake yet. Okay. Well, go talk to all my friends in the marketplace area. Maybe it is talking to Mobius, the night scientist. Maybe he's working on some swim fins or something. Can I share my knowledge of Minos' role? Or not
Good to
Minos,
see
the
you
scientist's role in the poisonings. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Dursel. Just like it says. I appreciate it. Every now and then I should do the subscriber pitch. I can't think of a reason why you necessarily should subscribe, but I do appreciate it if you do. When I get the payouts, which happens now and then, I try to spend them on things that enrich the stream. Games that we'll play here. New equipment, stuff like that. You also get access to emojis. And, you know, maybe someday I'll think of some more things to offer.
Oh, friend of my people.
That's the pitch.
It is
I don't
always
need your money,
a pleasure
but I
to
appreciate
see you. May your day be filled with pleasures and surprises, O Prince.
And I can't see why it wouldn't be. I'll definitely be checking out the Gabriel Knight games at some point, British. I think the next thing I'll definitely be purchasing is this Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood game. Because Danielle and I are finally going to start doing our couple stream together at the end of June. We haven't got an exact date yet.
Welcome, friend, to all.
I can't imagine Sarah suddenly has dialogue about
ever
swimming.
The sign of friendship between us.
You'd think Wolfie would have some, you know, dog paddle.
Namaste.
Namaste.
And may you be having a pleasant day.
Well, it's always when I'm talking to you, Wolfie, because who's a pleasant
Be very
boy?
careful. I would not like to read any bad news about you on the notice board. Good day.
Good day, buddy. Okay. Nothing there. Go check on the FA again. He's still not going to be up. Can't see why there'd be an update on Science Island yet. Oh, okay. Great. He's not too much of a sleeper in, but he's got
If you
nothing.
think of it, you might take the queen some flowers. Tell
I
her
got
they
'em.
were from me. She might like that.
I'm gonna try it, buddy. It'll be easier for me to do that if you tell me your actual name, but what are you gonna do? Okay, well. Nope. Maybe swimming has just appeared now. Alas, no. I better grab an hour's shut-eye here. So I guess I'm gonna go up here. I suspect there isn't gonna be anything new with Pretorius, but who knows? But then we can rest the day away out here on the platform and try to go in and see if the other scientist is there. See if he has anything to say. Ah, it's closed off to me now. Presumably because I saw the secret lab and also learned too much when Dr. Pretorius just straight up told me that he's the one poisoning wizards. Information that I'm inexplicably unwilling to share with anybody around me. Okay. So what's left? Doesn't seem likely, but I guess I could take another crack at going back to Erasmus. I don't think that's going to be fixed, though. I don't think the portal's going to be working. At that point, I don't know. Is there like a training machine that I missed in the Adventurers Guild? You know, like a harness in a current in a tank that with a forced current or something. We're still not open here, right? Right. Could be a sleep another night in No Man's, get attacked by an assassin and advance the plot. Can I talk to these guys? They have dialogue trees? I can't even remember. They do, but I've asked them all. Well, see you later. Are they two distinct guys? No. There's the chatty one and the rude, silent one. No. When I saw it spinning, I was like, wait, did it stop when they first sabotaged it? Does the fact that it's spinning mean it's working again? No. Can I even go in the Colosseum in the daytime? No. I don't think I can ever go in here. No. Okay. I don't think I can go in here. Okay. In this event, the banker can't possibly be the answer, but
Hi, how is it going? Make some more money to save?
you know, I didn't actually. Just wondering, are you a swimmer? No? Alright. I mean, in fairness, it's not like you look like a swimmer. There's no reason for me to think you might be. Rest for an hour, get that stamina bar refilled. You know, I'm in like the worst shape of my life right now. But I still think I could jog around for like a little bit without needing to rest for a full hour by noon. Actually, I don't know. Could I run around all morning in the hot sun? When you put it like that, suddenly it doesn't seem unreasonable. Maybe I would need an hour-long nap. This place is obviously not open. Will they just let me in? No. Okay. I suppose there's also, what if you need to take a boat that way to get the Tritons to attack the boat? And then they'll drag you under and teach you. Stranger things have happened. Okay. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to rest until the place comes open. The night bar. You know, who knows? Maybe the barmaids, the salacious barmaids, happen to really like swimming. Offer the hero free swimming lessons. All of the Dead Parrot's creepiest customers are out there as early as 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Sleep. Ooh. Budar is too carried away with her waltzing to hear you speak. It's not waltzing. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But hey, look at her go. Hell yeah. And Noir doesn't care. They're both too busy dancing. Can't participate in the competitions here. Can't do anything. Well, like this guy, you can stop and just enjoy. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. I'm gonna come over and gawk at you again for a moment. Budar. Wait, hold on. Every now and then. No. Every now and then I should look at the tiny window that I'm actually playing in and not the massively stretched beyond comprehension. Well, not beyond comprehension, but certainly beyond aesthetics version on my giant monitor here. See if there are any nuances in the animations that I'm missing, so forth. If I finish this Rite of Peace, and I go up 6-0, and then Logos is like, and now, for the final event, which is winner take all. It's gonna be like, you J.K. Rowling motherfucker. This is terrible game design. For the Rites of Rulership, I mean, not for Quest for Glory. Okay. Well, I will rest the night. I will try the boat theory. Andre's boat theory. Nothing in my room. Yeah. Like this guy is king potential. So let's just let him fix all of our problems. And then we'll make him king. Because what if he gets lazy? So perhaps taking Andre's boat over near Atlantis will allow something to happen. Certainly sleeping another night did not inspire my assassination. For better or for worse. And then I'll wrap up pretty soon and go enjoy this beautiful day. Like even if I stop right now, this was a good return. We got a Rite of Rulership done. We got started on the next one.
Today's special is something I think you'll really love. Well, maybe not love exactly. More like, well, you'll find it interesting. It's garlic smashed potatoes and pistachio cream.
I found this
Tessie
much
was
more
making
interesting.
baked potatoes
No,
and
man.
ice cream for dessert. But Tony, who was juggling the
first several
garlic,
times.
slipped on the banana that my gal Sal dropped. Tony's garlic landed on the potatoes, and Tony landed on Tessie. Tessie landed on the potatoes, and they were really smashed. So that was okay. Then Rover found that Tessie had set the ice cream on the stove, and it had all melted. Fortunately, no one likes smashed potatoes without gravy, so things worked out just fine.
Okay. Sorry, you were saying something, No Man? I was on my phone there. Okay. Let's see if this works. Get attacked by the Tritons in a small fishing boat. That feels plausible. That feels like the thing that has tripped me up the most in the Quest for Glory games has been these, find the correct action to just, nudge the game forward so its plot wheels start turning again. This feels
the Hydra
like
is dead. It is amazing. I managed to sail near Hydra Island last night. As long as I swing the boat near the shores of the islands, I am not attacked by the Tritons.
Andre, buddy, I actually killed the Hydra. It's been a while, too. Yes, I do want to rent the boat. I don't have enough money. Andre is not on the direct deposit system. Because it is actually just based on the banker going around and telling everybody how much you have in your account. So he doesn't do that for anyone who's not just raiding the little plaza. Because also then it's a hassle for them. Every time someone makes a purchase, they have to run over to the bank to make sure they get the account updated. But also the fact that Andre has...
Hi, how is it going? Make some more money to save?
Oh no, quite the opposite, my friend.
Whoa there. What good is money if all you do is spend it?
I'm not spending most of it, man. Imagine if your bank was actually like that. You go to the teller to make a withdrawal and they're like judging you. You really think you know better what to do with this money than we do? Our whole purpose as an institution is the allocation of funds. And you think that you, just some guy, can take his money and allocate it better?
It is amazing.
The fact that Andre has a whole bunch of dialogue about getting attacked by Tritons kind of reinforces the idea that this is the answer.
I have done much exploration lately. I have found the Tritons are most numerous between the islands of Kea, Psara, and Skyros. We can get near parts of all three islands, though.
Well, let's see what happens. Is there, like, sea combat? Oh, we can't sail this boat to Atlantis?
I am seeing signs of Tritons under the waters ahead of us. We must turn aside.
Andre, the whole plan here was to get attacked by Tritons. Nope. Okay. Well, that was a nice thought. So who's gonna teach the poor hero how to swim? Is there actually a training device that I missed in Toro's gym? Seems unlikely. I like the exercise music. I have so many caffeine pills. Can't hurt to pop a few. Wait, can I get inspiration for how to swim by looking at sharks? Oh! Yikes! For a moment, you thought you accidentally entered the Lawyers Guild. Legend says only virgins can see unicorns. You pretend you can't see it. If you are not moose-taken, this is the rare moose fish. Remember, no moose is good moose. You cod swear this fish just winked at you. Must be either a flirting finny or a kissing gourami. Just for the halibut, you yell. He's hard of hearing. Hey, that's just the way the cods fall. It was the beast of times. It was the worst of rhymes. It's a tough way to make a buck. These swords are so dull. They're more likely to bore you than to bore a hole in you. It's a dolphin-free tuna. It was caught on Poipus. It's a tippy gnu and antlers too. Tippy gnu. They want you to do a little bit of the gnu sound because It's a play on Tippecanoe and Tyler 2, a 19th century campaign song.
Good see hero man.
Good to see you, Toro.
Hero man, stay okay, okay?
That's the plan, buddy. But not going to be that okay if I can't learn how to swim. Hold on. Yeah. The hero's just standing there mumbling all these puns to himself and then going, okay. I'm just looking in the manual for a second. Frustratingly, it's not a manual where they did character recognition. So I can't just search. What I'm curious about is, okay, swimming. It's just one of the skills. Doesn't say anything about it. You know, that makes sense, British. And I should have known that. But if there is one, I do not have that installed. But anyway, found the swimming. I don't know. Kind of like it feels like the kind of thing where you need to do something to induce the existence of the skill and then you can train it up, but I don't know. Because who's going to teach me? The accordion version of the song is great. It's true. Oh man. Back when I was still like actually, an undergrad or graduate student, and so very often writing papers about novels that I was reading, I was so good at like finding quotes, not by having taken careful notes, but just like you've read the book, so you know the structure, and you know that like, oh, there was a part that really demonstrated this theme during this portion of the book. And also when I saw it, I was looking at the bottom left of a page. So I will go to this range of the book and I will look at that corner and I will flip through like 20 pages. And there it is. Oh wait, didn't have my breakfast. You know what? I'm sorry, no man. I'm just gonna have some fruit today. Okay. One last thing to test for now, which is whether I can, develop the skill of swimming just by faffing about in the water for a little bit. I'm not confident. So probably this is going to be the thing that I need to ruminate on for a week. But let's find it. Okay. And also, it's definitely not a bypass it by jumping. No. You can't just abandon the gondola to the skies and leap into the water. Even if that would be really, really cool. Okay. There's danger, but it's hidden. Hero looks ridiculous. Well, let's swim around. What if just you go all the way over this way? Nope. That's the edge. I was gonna say, what if we meet a Triton when we go just far enough in this direction? Yeah, it's hard to imagine why they would spontaneously be like, let's teach that guy to swim. Okay. So, I mean, the challenge is learning to swim. That seems unambiguous. I can't tell. Is the hero making any progress? Yes, he is, I think. Okay. Made it to the exit. I don't know. I don't know. So I think this is a good spot to shut it down. Because I can think about this, maybe it'll come to me. At any rate, after the 3-week break, I did want to get through an episode. That's true. Like, even if it's counterintuitive, the Tritons would just come out and help you when they're technically your enemy at the moment. Dragonblood Pool. Do they offer swimming lessons at Dragonblood Pool? I forgot about this place. But no. This feels like, you know, when it's time to come to the Dragonblood Pool, the game will nudge me in that direction. Dun 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 dun. Guess I should eat more fruit since it said I'm hungry. It's only 8:18. All right. Ah, yes, the fishing villages. Are the fishing villages repopulating? You'd think some fisherman knows how to swim, even if Andre is not willing to teach me. What if you go to the Dead Parrot and head to the left, and a great swimming instructor has just arrived in Silmaria? A swimming instructor with an appreciation for the seedier side of things. Feels unlikely. What if the bouncer?
Dead Parrot is open.
Thank you, Abdul. Nope, Abdul does not have any intention of teaching me to swim. And that's fair. Nope. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Budar! No, nothing to say.
It's so sad to see you go.
I'll be happy to see you whenever you return.
Happy to see both of you too. Although, if one of you had been into mermaid play. Hey, what's this all about?
Well, hello there. I have always dreamed of being alone with you on a dark night.
Well, hello, Nawar. This is interesting.
Do you
How are you?
always walk the streets at night, or were you just looking for a little excitement?
I was actually just inside your establishment speaking to you. How are you?
I was feeling a little hot. How about you?
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice day. It's a nice evening. You enjoy working at the Dead
Let's
Parrot?
not talk about my work. I'd much rather talk about my play.
Oh, great. She wants to talk about the play she's writing. Let me actually tell you a few. And then hello. We've made an active save. Okay. Feels good to be back to this game. A game that I quite like and a series that I quite love. Yeah. I'm now like, I feel like I've seen enough now to say that Wikipedia line that says this game is a change from the earlier series because it's an action RPG with adventure game elements as opposed to an adventure game with action RPG elements. Pardon me. I've seen enough now to say that I disagree with that. I think it's just an adventure game with action RPG elements where the action RPG elements are a little more developed. And not even that much more developed. But for the most part, this is an adventure game, and it's a good one. I'm enjoying this adventure. We got to get down to Atlantis, and the key there is to learn to swim. So that's what I got to think about. Who's going to teach me to swim, or what's going to cause me to learn to swim? Maybe the tree ladies. Probably not the dryads. But who knows? We can give it a shot. But feels good to be back at it. And smooth sailing. We'll definitely be back at it next weekend too. Because Danielle's going away. And nothing happens in my life when she's not around. Except gaming. and work. So that's going to be okay. We'll be back here. Along the way, well, on Tuesday evening, Greg will be here. And hold on. If only there's some kind of rhyming gimmick that we could do here to get the dryads to act as naiads. Just for a bit. Okay, so on Tuesday, Greg will be over here, and we're diving in. It's a momentous day. Right now, we have 66 games played and 67 left on our list to play of beat-em-ups released through 1993. On Tuesday, when we're halfway through Riot City, it'll be 66.5 on each side. And when we finish Riot City on Tuesday, we flip the balance, and we are on the down slope. After Riot City, our other game on the agenda for Tuesday is Vendetta, a Konami beat-em-up that is a sequel to their earlier Crime Fighters, which was a game that we were enamored with when we played it. We loved that game. It was one of the better arcade beat-em-ups we played. So we're very excited for that. So a momentous episode of Greg and James beat 'em up on Tuesday. On Friday, hopefully, we'll get back to Friday Night Frosthaven. That was the weak link. I thought my life settled down at last this week, and I thought, finally, get back to doing the 4 regular streams. And we hit them all except that one, and it wasn't my fault. Rich couldn't do it. Hopefully we can do it on Friday, and Rich and Greg and I will set out for the Frozen Fjord scenario. And then, next Saturday, more Dark Sun Shattered Lands. We just, in our 3rd session, got to the point where the game opens up, the world opens up, and the quest is laid in front of us. We need to unite the outlying villages to go and attack the army of Draj. It's like a flip on Pool of Radiance in a way. Pool of Radiance is all about clearing out the city and bring the city back so that it can, restore order to the region. Here, the region needs to band together to restore order to the city and to take out that army that wants to take them out. It's a really fun game so far, and I'm very excited now that I get to make some choices about where to go and do some exploring. I'm not just being signposted to the next thing and the next thing. And then before you know it, we'll be back here. A game that definitely does not go too far with the signposting. I'm often just scratching my head going, what the hell? And that's kind of where we are right now. We have to learn how to swim. I don't know how that's going to happen, but when it does happen, we will see. Swimming right here. You can tell. So we have to make that exist. I don't know how, but that's the goal. So that's where and also, my guarantee to you, I don't know what it'll be or when it'll be, but at least once, outside of the regularly scheduled streams, I will be on here this week as I start getting ready for vacation and lots of streaming. Okay. That's where we've been. That's where we are. That's where we're going. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. Ooh, Fire Krillin. The new Switch game. Sorry, which one? Is which one the new Switch game? Probably not the Evening British. Hopefully not. Oh, okay. Noted. All right. Yes. So, yeah. Lots on the horizon. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. But I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time that we're learning to swim together, take care of yourselves. Be kind to everyone you meet.